Hello students, today we are going to start our next chapter, chemical kinetics. Its applications are widely used for understanding the reactions, even organic chemistry reactions, mechanisms. This chapter concepts are used frequently to explain the reaction more logically. Anyway, in the given chapter, what topics we will discuss? Let us take the outline of different topics, subtopics that we are going to cover in the given chapter, chemical kinetics. Okay, first we can study about here the term rates of reactions. Rates of reactions. Then you can take term rate law, rate constant. Then you can study about here different factors affecting rate of reactions, mechanisms of the rate of reactions, mechanisms of the reactions. Then you take term molecularity and order of reaction. Then we can discuss about different methods for determination of order of reaction, different method for getting order of reaction. This topic is very important. You almost get question every year on this topic, finding the order of reaction in different cases. Then you can take about Arrhenius equation. It gives especially effect of temperature on the reaction rate or the rate constant, and we take different theories of kinetics. Different theories of kinetics. Different theories of kinetics. We can take about how the reaction take place, their explanation by taking collision theory or other theories. So we will discuss about the theories of kinetics. So anyway, they are the outline of topics that we are going to cover in the given chapter, chemical kinetics. Kinetics come from the word kinesis. Kinetics come from Greek word kinesis, meaning movement. You know, in chemistry we are studying mainly changes, how the reaction take place, what happens when this compound reacting with this compound to form other compounds. So about changes we study in this topic, kinetics. Basically, first we introduce you kinetics. Before that, we need to understand some drawbacks of thermodynamics. Okay, we can take first some limitations of thermodynamics. First limitation can be taken from thermodynamics. It tells about spontaneity of a reaction. We know that if delta G is negative, reactions will be spontaneous. And about the flow of heat, it tells about the first content, spontaneity of reaction. We know that if a reaction delta G is negative, reaction is spontaneous. If delta G is positive, reaction is non-spontaneous. And when delta G becomes 0, the reaction is said to be at equilibrium. So first it tells about the spontaneity of a chemical reaction and the direction of flow of heat and direction of flow of heat, but not about the rate of reaction, not about the rate of reaction. Means it can tell this thing that reaction can take place, but in how much time reaction will be over, About that it is silent because we know some reactions will take place but can take years for completion, or some can take very small time for completion. So about that it is silent. It can tell about the reaction spontaneity. Delta G can decide the nature of reaction. Delta G has three possibilities. Delta G was negative, reaction will be spontaneous. Delta G positive, reaction is non-spontaneous. And if delta G is 0, the reaction is at equilibrium. That much we know from thermodynamics. Next can be taken here, second drawback. It focus only on the initial and final states. It focus only on initial and final state of system, but not on path followed. That is mechanism of the reaction. About them it is silent. It focuses only on the initial state and the final state of system. Whenever change take place, initial to final, we find change in property like enthalpy, entropy, free energy, or can take internal energy, but not the path followed, how the reaction take place, reaction mechanism. About that it is silent. Next drawback can be taken. It considers properties like temperature and pressure in bulk, that is at macroscopic level, but is silent or doesn't considers or does not tell the properties at individual atoms or molecules. That is at microscopic level. So can we summarize here this way that we have some limitations in thermodynamics which were overcome, or this answer for such questions is given in the topic chemical kinetics. क्या ड्रॉबैक थे इसका? पहला ड्रॉबैक आपका है it tell about the reaction spontaneity, whether a reaction will take place or not, but in how much time it will take place. About that it is saying nothing. Like some reactions are very very fast or some are very slow. It can tell कि reaction होगा या नहीं होगा, but कितना टाइम लगना चाहिए उसके बारे में कुछ नहीं बताता है. सेकेंड ड्रॉबैक क्या बोलते हैं इसमें? It focus only on the initial state and final states of the system, but not on the path followed, how the reaction take place, what is reaction mechanism. About that it is again silent. अगला पॉइंट क्या है? It considers properties like temperature and pressure of the matter in bulk, that is at macroscopic level, but does not tell the properties or does not consider properties at individual level, that is atoms or molecules, or at microscopic level. About them it does not consider properties at microscopic level. So these main drawbacks or these answer for such questions are given in the branch of chemistry called chemical kinetics. Okay, so now let us come the meaning of term kinetics. Chemical kinetics क्या होता है? लिख लीजिए इसका मीनिंग, लिख लीजिए. Chemical kinetics It's the branch of chemistry. It's the branch of chemistry that deals with the study of. It's the branch of chemistry that deals with the study of rates of chemical reactions, comma, factors affecting rate of reactions, factors affecting rate of reactions, and mechanisms by which reaction take place, and mechanisms by which reaction take place. Full stop. So there are the three key points: rate of chemical reactions, factor affecting rate of reactions, and mechanism how the reaction take place. About them we are studying in the branch of chemistry called chemical kinetics. Already told you this word kinetics come from kinesis, which is a Greek word meaning movement. Whenever reaction takes place, when they are moving the molecules, and by movement there are collisions, and after collisions they can give the products. It can tell about the time required for reaction completion, factor affecting rate of reaction, so it can tell about the conditions suitable, conditions modification to get the product in better yield. About that it can recommend from factors affecting rate of reaction like which condition of pressure, temperature, they all can be helpful to decide the conditions suitable for reaction to take place, and mechanisms how the reaction take place, so that again they can provide some explanation for suitable conditions for reaction to take place. Okay, so that about them we are studying in the branch of chemistry that is called chemical kinetics. In this case we are using one term here, rate of chemical reactions. Okay, now for which kind of reactions, we can study the rates of chemical reactions. So let us take some introduction. We take types of reactions. We can have several reactions very fast. We can have three types basically. Some are very fast reactions. Very fast reactions means in no time they are just over. They are completed in very small time interval. They are called very fast reactions. If I take example like reaction taken of precipitation on addition of solution of AgNO3 to solution of NaCl, they form PPT of AgCl. So precipitation reaction one common example, or acid base reaction, NaOH base plus acid HCl can form NaCl plus water. They are very fast reactions. In no time the reactions are over. Like if you take graphically, you can get in this case, we can take concentration time. So we get this kind of graph. It can be taken concentration of product, it can be taken concentration of reactants. Concentration of reactant decrease very rapidly and product increase very rapidly. So these can be taken very fast reactions. Some are taken very slow reactions. Example can be taken like here, rusting of iron. In presence of air and moisture. अब देखो ना, आयरन छोड़ दे बाहर तो क्या होता है, रस्टिंग होता है इसमें, करोजन क्यों होता है? बिकॉज ऑफ एक्शन ऑफ प्रेजेंस ऑफ एयर एंड मॉइस्चर फ्रॉम एटमॉस्फेयर, दे कैन हेल्प इन डिसॉल्विंग और ऑक्सीडेशन ऑफ आयरन. तो इन द रस्टिंग ऑफ आयरन इट कैन टेक अगेन months. So again the reactions are very slow. Rusting of iron in presence of air and moisture is one of the example of very slow reaction. Other can be taken like aging. बच्चा होता है इतना छोटा, become elder, cross the age of 60-70 years. So this can again take aging process from child to old age. Again can be taken very slow reactions. Difficult to study the reactions, such cases. And means in this case, if I draw graphically, you can write here. Means it can go on continuation in very long time. Maybe time can be taken months or years. They can take time months or years in completion. So such kind of reactions are very slow reactions in which they require very long time, maybe months or years for their completion. Okay. Then third type can be taken moderate reactions. Moderate reactions. They are not very fast, not very slow. Moderate reactions. They are neither very fast nor very slow. Examples can be taken like here. Inversion of cane sugar. Inversion of cane sugar. What is cane sugar? Sucrose. C12H22O11 plus water in acidic medium can give C6H12O6. Glucose plus fructose C6H12O6. Again, they are functional isomers. Glucose is an example of aldose sugar. Fructose can be example of a ketose sugar. ये पढ़ेंगे बाद में स्ट्रक्चर्स में इन बायोमोलिक्यूल्स. यहाँ पे क्या है? सुक्रोज. So we take this reaction of conversion of sucrose to glucose plus fructose. Inversion का मीनिंग क्या होता है कि sucrose solution taken initially is dextrorotatory in nature. The solution of sucrose compound have the ability of rotating the plane polarized light in the clockwise direction. After long time when the reaction is over, solution mixture here become levorotatory in nature. That is called inversion. Change in sign of optical isomerism is called inversion of cane sugar. Okay. So the example one taken, inversion of cane sugar. Other reaction can be taken, reaction of decomposition of ammonium nitrite on heating. It can give N2 gas plus 2H2O. Decomposition of N2O5 on heating to give NO2 gas and O2 gas. Other can be taken like reaction hydrogen peroxide. It decompose on leaving in catalyst, decompose more easily. So there are some of the reactions. Which are moderate. Means they are neither very fast nor very slow. These are called moderate reactions. In such kind of reactions we get the graph if you draw here of concentration in time. It is concentration of reactant decrease with time, concentration of product increase with time. So practically in the laboratory conditions or in practical we can study the rates of those reactions which are neither very fast nor very slow. So in the chapter kinetics we are discussing mainly about the rates of chemical reactions which are moderate. These are neither very fast nor very slow. About them we are discussing in the given chapter chemical kinetics. Okay. Now, so let us introduce the next one taken about here, rate of reaction. Rate of reaction can be explained in terms of reactant or product both. Now to explain the rate of reaction, I will take a hypothetical reaction where R is reactant, give product P. We take a hypothetical reaction where R is the reactant, it convert to product P. At some time T1, we can have concentration taken R1. When time suppose is T1, it have concentration R1 and concentration taken P1 for the reactant. At time T2, concentration can be taken of reactant R2 and P2 as concentration of product. So in this case, what is time interval? Delta T will be how much? T2 minus T1. What is change in concentration reactant? Delta R. It can be taken concentration of reactant at time 2 minus concentration of reactant at time 1 T1, and change in concentration of product can be taken concentration of product at time t 2 by concentration of product at time t1. So concentration of reactant at time 2 or 1, product is p2 minus p1. It is changed. So when you take the rate of reaction, what is the meaning of rate of reaction? Rate of reaction can be written in terms of reactant or product. If I write the rate of disappearance of reactant of reactant R, how this rate we can write here? This rate can be taken minus delta R by delta T, and the rate of appearance of product P we can write as minus delta P by delta T. This rate taken in the reaction are called as average rate. These rates are called as average rate. When you take sufficient time interval, the rate of reaction in that time interval is called as average rate of the reaction. Okay, so rate of reaction can be expressed in terms of reactant or product. See, when this value taken here, R2 will be less than R1, so this value is negative, this delta R is negative. To make the rate positive, we are multiplying by minus 1, so that rate of reaction become positive. And or we can just simply sign negative indicate, we can take one more way. Negative sign indicate there is decrease in the concentration of reactant with time. There is decrease in the concentration of reactant with time. So sign is negative. Whereas in product, the sign is to be taken positive. For the product, sign is taken positive because this P2 minus P1 is what? Positive. Initially we have less product. When time will go on passing more, concentration of product keep on increasing with time. So sign is positive for the product, and sign positive indicate increase in the concentration of the product with time. Sign positive indicate increase in the concentration of the product with time. So this rate taken here are called as average rate. When you take long enough time periods, sufficient time periods, then the rate of reaction is not called as average rate. One thing remember, the average rate of reaction is not the actual rate. Average rate of reaction is not the actual rate. Why? Because initially when the reactant is having higher concentration, the rate of reaction will be higher. And when time will go on passing, the concentration of the reactant will keep on decreasing. The concentration of the reactant will keep on decreasing. So the rate of reaction also keep on decreasing. So in a given time interval, suppose time taken 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes like that, the rate of reaction will not remain constant. So average rate of reaction is not taken the actual rate of reaction, or for writing rate of reaction we don't take average rate. उसमें एक और rate आता है, अभी आएंगे इसके ऊपर भी हम लोग हैं. Let us first take this meaning, average rate of the reaction. Now if it is taken here, I told right now average rate is not the actual rate. So second rate taken is instantaneous rate. Instantaneous rate. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? What is the meaning of instantaneous rate? By definition, it's the rate of reaction at a particular time instant. At a given time instant t, the rate of reaction is called as instantaneous rate. This rate we can write from average rate. If I write the average rate in small time interval, if you write the average rate of reaction in very small time interval, suppose when delta t approach is taken very small as possible, delta t approaching 0, then this delta t we can write as dt, and in small time interval dt when delta t approaching 0, we can write this delta t as dt. In this small time interval, the change in concentration of the reactant or product is taken as a reaction instantaneous rate. If I write same expression, it was average rate. If I write from here, what is instantaneous rate in terms of reactant, तो minus dr by dt, or for product we can write here, minus plus dp upon dt. For product we can write the rate as dp upon dt. Okay, so the meaning here कि when it is large time interval, enough time interval gaps, the rate of reaction is taken as average rate. It does not tell the actual rate of reaction. In very small time interval delta t, when delta t is approaching nearly zero, at that instant of time the rate of reaction is taken as instantaneous rate. Means if you take in the same expression, when delta t will approach zero, the rate become the instantaneous rate. Okay, graphically I'll explain this meaning of the two rates. One is average rate, second is instantaneous rate. So let us explain the meaning of average rate of reaction or instantaneous rate of reaction graphically. Already I told you कि when it is sufficient time interval, when we have more time interval, when the time gap is more, the rate is called as average rate. I told further, before the reaction R with product P, the rate of reaction can be expressed by reactant or taking product, anyone. Using reactant or product, we can explain the rate of reaction. Like, if I write here average rate, it is taken reactant, concentration decrease with time. It is the reactant, concentration reactant decreases with time, while the concentration of product increases with time. When the reaction takes place, initially reactant have highest concentration. When the reaction takes place, reactant is consumed, so concentration of reactant keep on decreasing, while the concentration of product keep on increasing. Before the reaction takes place, we have zero product is zero, and when time will go on passing, concentration of product will keep on increasing. Using the graph of the reactant or product, concentration time graph, it is concentration and time graph for both, we can explain both kind of rates. If I take average rate of reaction for reactant, see, it is reactant at time t1, concentration taken is R1. At time t1, reactant has concentration R1, and when time will go on up to time t2 more than t1, concentration decrease and become R2. So if you take difference, R2 minus R1 क्या होगा? Negative हो जाएगा. Then to make the rate positive, we multiply by -1. So anyway, minus is taken here, R2 minus R1 by T2 minus T1. T2 minus T1 can give the reaction average rate. In this given time interval delta T, the change in concentration is how much? The change in concentration of reactant by time taken is taken as the reaction average rate. Now, if I write in the same example, instantaneous rate, so how to draw? Let's say at time t. At time t, we want to know the reaction instantaneous rate. How to find this rate? It is simple way that for a reaction, instantaneous rate can be determined by drawing a tangent to the concentration time graph. To the concentration graph, draw a tangent at time t. At time t, on either of the curves of either reactant or product. In the product, at this time t, we are drawing the tangent. So we can draw tangent on the concentration time graph of reactant or product. Concentration time graph of reactant or product, we can get the reaction instantaneous rate. क्या होगा? It is dr by dt for the reactant. When delta t approach nearly zero at a small time fraction, when delta t is approaching nearly zero, we can get the reaction instantaneous rate. Or of this given tangent, you can draw the slope. Slope tangent will give the reaction instantaneous rate. For the reactant, slope is negative, while for the product, slope is positive. Concentration increases. So one will take for product. How we write the reaction instantaneous rate? Slope for the product and slope is positive, dp by dt. For the product also, we can find average rate of production of the product. How? P2 minus P1 by T2 minus T1. This P2 minus P1 is positive. So the rate of the reaction, average rate of reaction for the product, they are given positive sign, indicating that concentration of product will increase with time. Concentration of product increase with time, while the concentration of reactant decrease with time, तो sign is given negative. For writing rate positive, we multiply by sign minus. अब देखो ना, ये आपका वैल्यू क्या है, negative, negative, positive. Rate become positive. But when we get the rate of reaction for reactant, sign is negative, because sign negative indicate decrease in the concentration of the reactant with time. While for product, sign is positive for the rate, indicating increase in the concentration of the product with time. I hope it is clear. In average rate, we take sufficient time interval, and then in the time interval, the change in concentration, it is called as the rate of disappearance. By time taken is taken as an average rate. For product also, increase in concentration by time taken will give the average rate of reaction, and the second rate is taken reaction instantaneous rate. If you take same average rate only, in average rate expression, if we take smallest time interval possible, smallest delta t कितना हुआ, I write dt, और dt कितना होता है इसमें, approaching nearly zero. तो in small time interval delta t when approaching nearly zero, that time is called dt. तो change in concentration in that time, dr by dt is taken as a reaction instantaneous rate. And for writing the rate of most of the reactions, we are using the reaction instantaneous rate for the rate of reaction. In product also, average rate delta p by delta t बड़ा टाइम होता है और small टाइम होगा. इसी एक्सप्रेशन अगर delta t को करते हैं, delta t is approaching nearly zero, तब क्या होगा, we replace delta t by term dt, and dt is how much here, very small time interval. I hope it is clear. In average rate, if you replace delta t approaching nearly zero by the term dt, the rate become the instantaneous rate. Meaning क्या होता है, rate of reaction at a particular instant, at time t, at some moment of time, what the rate? The rate at particular time is called as reaction instantaneous rate. So I hope it is clear. Now I told further, the rate of reaction can be expressed by taking either reactant or product. The rate of reaction can be written using either reactant or product. Let us explain this point also. Then we told that the rate of reaction can be expressed by taking any reactant or any product. If I write a reaction, if I write a hypothetical reaction, let's say reaction of A moles, 1 mole of A, 3 moles of B, in the reaction give 2 moles of C. For such a hypothetical reaction, how we write the rate of reaction in terms of A or B or C? In this case, the rate of reaction we can write in terms of A. If I write rate of reaction in terms of A, can be taken minus dA by dt, or minus 1 by 3 dB upon dt, or plus 1 by 2 dC upon dt. See, the rate of reaction can be expressed by taking any reactant or any product. It is rate of reaction. If I only write the rate of disappearance of A, it is dA by dt, or for B, it is dB upon dt, or for C, the rate of appearance is dC by dt. But when we write the rate, when we write the rate of reaction, when we write the rate of reaction in terms of A or B or C, we divide by the stoichiometric coefficients. 1 का तो कोई मीनिंग नहीं है, यहाँ पर आएगा डिवाइडिंग बाई 3 और डिवाइडिंग बाई 2. ऐसा क्यों करते हैं? Can you tell? It is simple logic है. When 1 mole of A will be consumed, then they consume 3 moles of the B. So B reacting thrice the amount of A. So to equate the rate of A and B, we divide the rate of change of concentration of B by 3. Similarly, when 1 mole of A is consumed, they produce 2 moles of C. When 1 mole of A is consumed, they produce 2 moles of C. That means C is forming double the amount of A. C is forming at the rate double the amount of C. So dividing the rate of formation C by 2, we get the rate of reaction. So remember, for writing rate of reaction, we divide the separate rates of the rate of disappearance of the reactant or the rate of appearance of the product by the respective stoichiometric coefficients. By the respective stoichiometric coefficients. On division, we get the rate of reaction. Sometimes using this kind of information, in the exam they may ask you question. Like what kind of question can be given? If I write suppose an example, they may ask you that select the correct relation. करेक्ट रिलेशन आपको ऑप्शन ए दिया है dB अपॉन dt इज इक्वल टू 3 dA बाई dt. ऑप्शन बी आपको दिया है 2/3 dB अपॉन dt इज इक्वल टू माइनस dC अपॉन dt. ऑप्शन आपको सी दिया है 2 dA by dt is equal to minus dC अपॉन dt. ऑप्शन 4 आपको दिया, डी ऑप्शन आपको दिया है क्वेश्चन में dB अपॉन dt is equal to 3/2 dC upon dt. So using the now in the exam you will get the question and they ask you this correct relation in the given set of expressions. Can you tell the correct answer? आपको ये एग्जाम में मिलता नहीं है तो आप क्या करेंगे इसमें? आप पहले रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन को एक्सप्रेशन को लिखेंगे यहाँ पर. पहले you first write the rate of reaction expression in terms of ABC and then you equate any two rate like A or B, B or C, A or C or B or C. Sign positive और negative to be taken special care. साइन को भी आपको केयर करना पड़ेगा इक्वेशन को रिलेट करने के लिए, इक्वेशंस को रिलेट करने के लिए. Can you tell the answer this question now? Okay, try this question yourself. So let's come on answer part. Now for equating first A and B, sin minus थे आपके दोनों में, sin will cancel out, तो it's perfect. Sin first, then you take d b upon dt कितना आएगा? 3 times dA by dt. Option A is correct. Now option B, if I write here 2/3 dB by dt, sin will be multiplied both sides by -1, तो option B also become correct. In A and C, if I write 2 dA by dt will be sin can again multiply both sides by -1, so C option is also correct. In option D, one rate is positive, one rate is negative, so sin cannot cancel out, so option D is not the answer. So in this question your answer can be taken option A, B, C. So sometime you may get question of this category to select the correct relationship for a given reaction for the rate of reaction in terms of different reactants or products. I hope it is clear. तो ऐसे क्वेश्चन में क्या करेंगे? पहले आपका रिएक्शन दिया होगा, उस रिएक्शन के लिए आप पहले क्या करेंगे? उस रिएक्शन के लिए हम एक्सप्रेशन लिखते हैं रेट के लिए, रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन के लिए in terms of A, B and C. After writing rate of reaction, then we can proceed for the next part. Okay, so on this expression question have been given in past, so be careful. बहुत easy होता है, साइन का ध्यान आपको रखना स्पेशली है. साइन को अगर आप उल्टा सीधा कर देंगे आंसर will not match, so be careful. So let us take 1-2 question more on this topic taken average rate. Write down next question लिख लीजिए. The decomposition of, write down the question, the decomposition of N2O5 in CCl4 at 318 Kelvin, at 318 Kelvin can be studied by monitoring concentration of N2O5 by monitoring concentration of N2O5 in solution. Full stop. Initial concentration of N2O5. Initial concentration of N2O5 is 2.33 moles per liter, and after 184 minutes, concentration become 2.08 moles per liter. After 184 minutes, concentration become 2.08 moles per liter. The reaction takes place as follows. आपको रिएक्शन क्या है? 2N2O5 गैस give 4NO2 गैस plus O2 गैस. आपको निकालना क्या है? आगे लिखिए, कैलकुलेट द एवरेज रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन in terms of hours, minutes and seconds. Calculate the average rate of reaction in terms of hours, minutes and seconds. Full stop. What is the rate of production of NO2? What is the rate of production of NO2 during this period? What is the rate of production of NO2 during this period? Okay. Try this question yourself. हो गया? Now let us come on solution part of this question. To solve this question, पूछा average rate of reaction can be written in terms of either reactant or products. If I write the rate of reaction in terms of reactant, how we write? Rate of reaction can be written minus 1/2 d and delta N2O5 for average rate by delta T, और 1/4 प्लस रहेगा डेल्टा NO2 by delta T, और इक्वल टू डेल्टा O2 by delta T. Now our aim in this question is to focus only these two rates for N2O5 or NO2. Now in the case to find the rate of reaction, first we can take the expression minus half. What is change in concentration of reactant? 2.33 minus 2.08 by time taken time taken how much? 184 minutes. It is initial means difference taken of concentration final minus initial. So if it is taken the rate of reaction, we can take here, will be coming this much here, as if इसको कहेंगे इसमें concentration final 2.08 minus concentration initial. साइन आपका नेगेटिव ऑलरेडी है बाहर, so that will be the rate positive. तो on solving this part, इसमें क्या यूनिट आएगा? मोल्स पर लीटर पर मिनट. This will have unit moles per liter per minute. On solving this part, expression answer coming here 6.79 into 10 to power minus 4 moles per liter per minute. How to write this rate in hours? In 1 minute, this many moles per liter are reacting. So in 1 hour, we take into 60. In 1 minute, this much amount is reacting. So in 1 hour time, how much amount is consumed or reacting? इसका क्या करेंगे इसमें? into 60. तो 6.79 into 10 to the minus 4 into 60 become moles per liter per hour. और if they ask the rate per second, तो in per second क्या करेंगे इसमें? divide this rate by 60. In 1 minute, this much amount is consumed. तो in 1 second, divide this rate by 60. So 6.79 into 10 to the minus 4 divide by 60 moles per liter per second. कैलकुलेशंस आप खुद कर लेंगे, इसमें बहुत सिंपल कैलकुलेशंस हैं. ये पॉइंट आप समझ लीजिए इसमें कि 1 minute how much amount is consumed this much. So in 1 hour how much amount consumed into 60. In 1 minute this much amount is consumed So in 1 second, how much amount is consumed? Divide by 60. And then the rate of formation of NO2, they are asking only dNO2 by dt. कितना आएगा ये? 4 times the rate. 4 times the rate of reaction. कितना आएगा? 4 into 6.79 into 10 to power minus कितना हुआ? 4 moles per liter per minute. These are answer for the rate of formation of NO2. Rate of production of NO2 कितना होगा? It is rate is 1 by 4 delta NO2 by delta T. So what can be taken? From better delta. So the rate of formation of NO2 can be taken how much? 4 times the rate of reaction. 4 times the rate of the reaction, this much moles per liter per minute. So sometime you may get this kind of question as well. आपको rate दिया है in terms of one reactant, find the rate of reaction in terms of other reactant, or find the rate of disappearance of the reactant or the rate of appearance of the product. On this point you can get question frequently on this topic. Okay, I hope it is clear this question. कि पहले आपको रेट लिखना रिएक्शन का in terms of reactant and product. For the reactant sign is negative, for the product sign is positive. Divide by coefficient for equating the rate. Divide this all the rates by coefficients for equating the rate of reaction in terms of the reactant and products. So rate of reaction you can get first here, change in concentration by time, and then per minute, per hour, per second, and then the rate of production of NO2 will be 4 times the rate of the reaction. That is how we can solve this question. Okay. So write down next question on this rates. Write down the question. Ammonia and oxygen, ammonia NH3 and O2 react at high temperature. React at high temperature as आपको reaction दिया हुआ है 4NH3 all are in gaseous phase. 4NH3 plus 5O2 give 4NO plus 6H2O. Ammonia gas, O2 gas, NO gas, water gas. At high temperature, water taken gas phase. 4NH3 plus 5O2 give 4NO gas plus 6H2O gas. Full stop. आगे लिखिए next line से. In an experiment, the rate of formation of NO is 3.6 into 10 to power minus 3. 3.6 into 10 to power minus 3 moles per liter per second. Moles per liter per second. Then find first part, the rate of disappearance of ammonia. First bit, rate of disappearance of ammonia. Second bit, rate of formation of water. Rate of formation of water. ठीक है? Try this question yourself. हो गया? So let's come on answer solution part. For the reaction taken here of type 4NH3 all are given gas phase plus 5O2 in gas phase give 4NO gas plus 6H2O in gas phase. All are already given to you in gas phase. For this case, how we write the rate of reaction in terms of reactant and product? I can write minus 1 by 4 dNH3 by dt or minus 1 by 5 dO2 by dt or plus 1 by 4 dNO by dt or plus 1 by 6 dH2O by dt. It is rate of reaction. Rate of reaction can be expressed by taking any of the reactant or products. For the reactants, signs are coming negative for the rates because this sign negative is indicating decrease in the concentration of reactant with time, whereas positive sign indicate increase in the concentration of product with time. So sign negative are there or sign will be a positive for the reactants and products. Now in this case we are given the rate of formation of NO. It is given to us. and we will relate this rate with the rate of ammonia. We can take ammonia and NO. Rates will be equal. So if I take here, we can take rate of disappearance of ammonia is equal to rate of formation of NO. So first part, what the answer? It is same as rate 3.6 into 10 to power minus 3 moles per liter per second. It is your first part answer. The rate of disappearance of ammonia will be taken 3.6 into 10 to power minus 3 moles per liter per second. Okay. So am I clear? The rate of disappearance of ammonia is equal to rate of formation of ammonia. Now we relate the rate of NO and H2O for second bit, which are rate of formation of water. How to relate here? We can take from this expression taken here, from relation 1 by 4 dNO by dt is equal to 1 by 6 dH2O by dt. When you equate the rate of water and ammonia, you can take what the rate of formation of water dH2 by dt is equal to how much? 6 by 4 into the rate of formation of NO 3.6 into 10 to power minus 3 moles per liter per second, or it can be how much taken here? 5.4 into 10 to power minus 3 moles per liter per second. When you solve here, it is 1.5 into 3.6 become 5.4. So that's rate of formation of water. So in this kind of question, you can relate the rate of reactants, disappearance or consumption, and rate of formation or rate of appearance of product. You can relate from the basic equation. Because they are the separate rates of formation of water or formation of NO, and it is the rate of reaction. For writing rate of reaction, we divide the rate of change of concentration of the reactant or the product by the respective stoichiometric coefficients. For writing rate, if they write only rate of disappearance of ammonia, it is simply dNH3 by dt. We equate these two rates. I say 1 by 4 cancelling out. So rate of formation of NO will be same as rate of disappearance of ammonia. While rate of reaction, for writing rate of reaction, we divide the separate rates of disappearance of the reactant by the coefficient or the product by the coefficients. I hope it is clear. इस पर देख लीजिए ध्यान से, and in this kind of question, that is your approach. Okay.